Mineplex is officially coming back on June 12th. For anyone who grew up playing Minecraft servers, that's a pretty big deal. Mineplex was one of the biggest names in Minecraft multiplayer, and now the server is returning with classic games, modern updates, a new team, and a full relaunch planned for this summer. After the trailer dropped, I reached out to Link from the Mineplex media team with some questions about what players should expect. So, this is Mineplex. Everything you need to know before the server returns. Before getting into the relaunch details, here's a quick bit of context. Mineplex originally shut down in 2023. After that, the brand was purchased by Sumito FPS, formerly known as Sumito D, a former Mineplex admin known in the Overwatch and Marvel Rivals scene. That version of the comeback had a different direction, including Mineplex Studio and a closed beta in 2023. For a while, players were following that version of the return, but the server never fully became the classic Mineplex relaunch that a lot of people were waiting for. Then, in 2026, the Mineplex brand moved to a new group, and that is the team now preparing the June 12th relaunch. The most important thing to know is, of course, the launch date. Mineplex will return on June 12th. Mineplex will support a wide range of Minecraft versions. Mineplex will also have a new anti-cheat prepared for launch. Right now, Mineplex is aiming to bring back classic versions of games back to Mineplex private servers, also known as MPSs. For public game modes, the likely list includes The Bridges, Champions, Skywars Solo, Survival Games Solo, Cake Wars Standard, Nano Games, Mixed Arcade, Turf Wars, Super Paintball, Micro Battle, Dragon Escape, Speed Builders, Super Smash Mobs, Mine Strike, and Block Hunt. This list is not finalized, so some games may not be available right at launch. Clans may not return on day one, but it is expected shortly after. When I asked Link which classic game mode the team was most excited to bring back, he said, "A lot of the team are excited for the Bridges and Cake Wars, but personally, I'm most excited for survival games as that was my main game back in 2014 and 2015. One of the biggest questions around the relaunch is whether this new Mineplex will feel like the old Mineplex. The team wants the new Mineplex to feel like the old Mineplex. We are wanting to bring back that nostalgic feeling of playing on Mineplex with the classic tree hub, but also modernize the server in ways to make things fresh and new. It's very important that the server receives brand new features and game modes to keep players interested and bring in new players and not just the old." Link also talked about how the new ownership and staff team are approaching the server. He said, "Before Mineplex's shutdown, the old ownership had lost interest and weren't pushing out updates or really engaging with the community as frequently. That eventually led to the server's demise. It is the complete other way around with the new ownership and staff team. Everyone is super motivated to not only allow everyone to play Mineplex again, but to keep pushing out updates, events, and new games to keep the server from getting boring. Everyone truly wants this to be a successful server again, as it's likely Mineplex's last chance." Community feedback is also being watched closely. Link said, "We take community feedback very seriously, because we genuinely want the players to have an enjoyable experience, and they are the reason Mineplex is still around. One of the biggest things returning players need to know is that this is a fresh start. A common misconception about the new Mineplex is that everything will be returning how it was when the server shut down. That's completely false. All ranks, stats, and punishments have been reset. Everyone will be starting from scratch on day one. Also, not everything will be exactly how it was during OG Mineplex's peak countless years ago. There will be new things visually and systematically that will improve gameplay. This is a brand new server, not an old backup of Mineplex. In my opinion, things are better than ever, and I cannot wait for people to play it." So, here's everything you need to know. Mineplex returns June 12th. The server IP is mineplex.com. June 12th is the full relaunch, not a beta. Mineplex will support versions 1.8 through 1.21+. A new anti-cheat is planned for launch day. Likely public game modes include the Bridges, Champions, Skywars Solo, Survival Games Solo, Cake Wars Standard, Nano Games, Mixed Arcade, Turf Wars, Super Paintball, Micro Battle, Dragon Escape, Speed Builders, Super Smash Mobs, Mind Strike, and Block Hunt. Though, the list is not finalized and some games may not be available right at launch. Huge thank you again to Link from the Mineplex Media team for answering these questions I had over Discord. Shout out to him. His channel will be in the description, as well as the Mineplex official Discord and YouTube. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. That's all I got. Thanks for watching and have a nice day. I'm telling you, I fell for this shit.
Best server in the world.
Exactly that. I fell for that. I put in exactly best server in the world when I was like...